together with FUWAMOCO! Bye-bye! Thank you for eating muffins! Bye-bye! We're back! Thank you, muffins! We wanted to chat with you today because we just got back from our first mini vacation!
In case you didn't know.
Yeah, and we went around Japan a little bit.
We did our best.
Tadaima! Tadaima! Excited for our stories. We have a lot of stories. A lot of silly things happen.
Silly things happen, but that's just normal, no?
Yeah. It's whether we remember all of them, right? Yeah.
So, we'll see if we talk about them today, but they might just come out when we remember them.
Yeah.
Did you bring back souvenirs? We counted all the souvenirs. Because in case you don't know, omiyage, Japan souvenirs is serious business.
Serious business.
If you go anywhere, there's omiyage this, omiyage that, here from there.
Sweet, savory, silly.
It is. It's really, really serious. You know how many boxes? Just boxes, okay?
A lot of omiyage are yummy things you can only get at the place.
Oh, this is special now.
I want to try this.
Can't get that.
At the season. Oh, the season.
At least 30.
There's only so much room. There's 30
boxes and stuff. The boxes is like a Bishoujoki box.
The omiyage box is as big as a bishoujoki.
Yeah, can we use that as a measuring size?
Does that make sense to you, Vince?
I can't think of anything else that's a good size comparison.
That's about the size. It's a pretty good size. Yeah.
Mind you, before I tell you how many we brought, before we left, well, I was like,
Moko-chan, I didn't buy that. You bought that.
No, not that. Oh. She said, Moko-chan, let's only bring one suitcase.
Oh, yeah.
We only need one suitcase.
We only need one. We can just share it together.
I said, what are you saying? No.
Yeah. You're right, Moko-chan.
You brought your banana.
I brought my banana, and I wanted to grab another banana. I found another banana plushie. This one had a face on it. It was only 500 yen. She held it up in the store. I was like, Moko-chan. Moko-chan said no.
What? It's probably used. I don't want it
used.
No.
It was used.
No used banana. No.
It was very clean. It was a clean used banana.
So, we had 2 suitcases. Both were pretty full.
Yeah.
And
when we returned,
we had 17 boxes of omiyage.
Yeah, 17. Most of those didn't fit in the suitcase.
Most of those were hand carried. I think maybe 3 fit in a suitcase.
Yeah. Tokyo banana! No!
Not this time!
Tokyo banana 美味しいけど. Yeah, it's
Was it
yummy,
heavy?
Yeah. Might have overdid it, huh?
Maybe. 八つ橋を買ってない。
買ってない。前は結構
きびだんごは
買っちゃったから。
買ってない。白い恋人を買ってない。
買ってない。No.
白い恋人いいけどね。
I wanted to talk about Ekiban!
First, don't we have something else to say?
Well, there's a chance, you know? Usually we do super chat readings at the end. There's a chance that we might not be able to read all the super chats today, so we just wanted you to know. But we'll be reading them afterwards in a separate stream too, so... Bye-bye!
Thank you!
And then also, you know, about the timing this time. This time it was our very first mini vacation that we took since debut. And the timing
is less than stellar. Very not stellar.
No! We planned it a long time in advance because, well, wanted to go on a mini vacation with a long-time demon dog friend. She's our friend since we had little puppies. And it was always a dream, when we become big puppies together. To go and visit Japan all together.
Not Garibaldi.
Not Garibaldi, no. She's very cute and fluffy. Yeah.
Maybe not fuzzy that much.
Fluffy. Yeah. But so we were really happy that the dream could come true, so we planned a bunch of different things. And timing kind of ended up like this. So there was a bit of surprising things happening in between.
Just a bit.
Yeah, is she the chihuahua? She's not the chihuahua. She's a demon dog.
𝗕𝗕𝗪𝗪.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's been a really close demon dog friend. And we always play games together, watch anime together.
We wanted to do a Twitter space.
Yeah.
We were out, and then maybe you could meet her a bit, but we ended up not having a way to do it.
It was a very whirlwind of a trip. So, by the time it got late, so, yeah.
Moving.
It's not 𝗕𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗏. No, it's like demon dog friend. But it was a lot of fun going around all together. But because of that, we went to a bunch of different places. We wanted to go, and we wanted to show her around too. So we did some fun stuff in Tokyo a bit. Yeah. We got to take her to a maid cafe. Our favorite maid cafe. We haven't been in quite a while. Everything changed. Yeah.
Different numbers.
The members card changed. So look at my members, and then
I wonder if they've seen that card before.
Right. And so now we're ranked down. Back to the very beginning.
We had a good rank.
Yeah. Oh.
It said it didn't expire, but it expired.
Yeah. It had the duration of the card. It was eternal, unlimited. It had the
turtle
sign on the sign. Yeah. It's okay. Sometimes I guess things happen, The power more does things sometimes.
Things have to reset,
But it was really nice, going together, seeing her all embarrassed, talking to the maids. What does the membership do? Discount? I don't know, but it makes me feel powerful.
I don't know what the membership does if you rank up.
Yeah.
It's probably some sort of bonus. Did she 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗪? Did we 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗪?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
We did so strong.
Yes. Very strong.
Yeah, we're pros. We got praise.
Yeah.
And we got to look around some retro games. We looked at a bunch of retro games. I remember playing this together. And this, the box art, that's different. I always wanted to try this. And did you buy this before?
I want to buy this console. Do you think it'll work out if I get this console?
Right.
I
Yeah.
didn't get a console. Did we pick up any games?
Did we pick up any games?
We did.
Can I tell the story about we picked up some games? I was really happy to pick up some games, and then I was so happy. There's this one game I've been looking for a long time, and one store had the box, only the box, and it wasn't cheap. But it's a no CDs. There's no CDs in it. I was like,
just the
okay,
box.
well,
No CDs.
that's okay. I'm just gonna get it because then I can display it, and then it's fine. It's rare. So I was like, okay, we'll go try to buy it. Just the box. It's expensive, but I'm doing it. And then I was looking a couple of shelves over, and they had
It's not organized, okay?
yeah, and then they had a bunch of individuals. See, this game didn't have CDs in it because it had floppies. And so they just had the floppies wrapped on the side of other games.
Sort of all wrapped together.
And I have having to find the floppies for this game. So yes, I can put them together because you know it says no CDs. Okay, that probably means no floppies inside.
Yes, they probably just. Oh, it's a game.
Yeah.
Please.
So I'm like, okay, I can go home and I can put it together. And then I'm a genius. Yes. So I was so happy. Right? That's awesome. It doesn't happen that often. Right? So I was really happy. The game box was about the same price as the floppies. And it also came with like the floppies also had another
What's it? The
cover.
manual.
It had the manual and the cover too. So I was so happy. And then once I go back to the doghouse, I was like, yes, I'm gonna put them together. And then I opened up the box and the floppies were inside. So I had 2 sets of floppies. And what I realized is that there was a sticker on the front being like, oh, there's a limited edition CD, only so many copies. And it was talking about the CD that was really limited edition.
So now we have one complete box with the floppies and then another set of floppies.
But it's good though because the box didn't have the manual in it. So I gained the manual. Right. Now I just need the CD really badly. Because the front of the box it says CD included. The original sticker. So now I need the CD. Yeah.
Did I get a game?
Moko-chan, you got a
I
game.
took a bunch of photos of games I wanted to
You
get.
got the cute one that we thought was a game, but then it's a drama CD.
Oh, yeah!
Right. I'm looking forward to
I
that.
had a bunch of music pony senpai on it. Yeah!
Yeah. So
Oh, and I got another funny game. Remember? I think it was part 3 of
oh yeah, it looked really cool but scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part 3 of the series.
I like getting, you know, a random game that I've never
Never
heard
again.
of. That I'll never meet again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks scary, but
It's weird.
yeah.
I'm
But there's cute
interested.
girls too.
Yeah. Cute.
The graphics are interesting. They have flavor to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so we had some interesting finds too. And we went to Skychi together. We had ice cream.
Yeah, and there was still Sakura.
There was the sakura, you know. So we got to look at the sakura.
What's
And
some
there was
birds?
some cute birds. Moko-chan.
Well, maybe we'll comment about the birds.
The birds are very happy inside the tree. Yeah, you know. And you know, they had the ice cream. You know, first it looked really yummy. And so FUWAMOCO was like, oh, okay, what ice cream? The strawberry ice cream. Remember, Moko-chan? Ah! And I gave a dog friend, she's like, oh, I'm gonna get the ice cream. I'm like, okay, you can share it, you can share it. And that was really good. So we kind of
Destroyed her ice cream.
yeah, she got the strawberry on top, right?
I
Did you
think
eat
so.
that, Moko-chan?
No, I don't think so.
So we decided that we get our own in that.
And now we share ours with her too.
Yeah. Kind of ate her ice cream, yeah. But you know, we took like pretty good together in a photo booth. All silly together. And there was a really cool like umeboshi,
Right.
like standing eating bar.
We had
You
a lot
know,
of umeboshi.
Umeboshi and pickle buns.
Umeboshi, they look like...
Yeah.
One second.
Umeboshi! Yeah! They're really like yummy. You put them on the rice. You can have them as snacks too, but they're really sour.
Yeah.
But they had a bunch of different umeboshi.
も食べる?
大好き!
たくさん食べたよ.
You know, and they have a bunch of different types, you know, like kind of like if you go into like a coffee store, a tea store, all the jars.
I imagine like a bar.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what the bar is like. They have the alcohol on the wall, right? And
Right.
you can be like, I would like some of that alcohol, right? It's sort of like that.
It was
but
like that, but
umeboshi.
yeah.
Is that how a bar works? Is that how it works? No?
Yeah?
Yeah. 梅酒じゃない。
梅酒じゃない、梅干し! Yeah.
Sounds right. Okay.
And there's so many different umeboshi, so we're like, okay, like, what's your recommendation?
Sour.
And she was like, well, we have this really sour one that's like, this is the most sour. It's kind of like the old flavor
Yeah.
of umeboshi.
昔ながらの梅干し。
Yeah, so I was like, yes, I want the old ones, yes. So we have that one, and they also have like a really nice kind one.
Does the umeboshi still have the pit in it?
Yeah, so you have to make sure you eat around the pit too.
It's not hard to avoid though, they're big.
And then there was a limited edition one with the sakura in it, the sakura leaves. Oh, they're so delicious.
Really good.
And then she gave us some tea to have with it, hojicha.
Yeah, yummy.
Yeah, hojicha. And then, you could get other food stuffs too.
Yeah.
But it was just so nice, so we just ate them together like,
We had so much 梅干し。何個食べたかな。もう覚えてないけど。
ね、結構食べちゃったね。And then we bought a bunch of umeboshi. Like, we can Mane-chan. We'll take these from Mane-chan, Because I feel like whenever we get Mane-chan omiyage or present, it's always something sweet.
Right, so
And
this time 梅干し。
Mane-chan was like, recently I'm trying my best, to be healthy, not eat sweets. So I'm like, okay, umeboshi. But I think maybe Mane-chan got the really sour ones, we got the really sweet ones. I'm not sure how Mane-chan's gonna deal with them. Yeah. 蜂蜜梅干し。美味しいけど、ふわもこはやっぱり蜂蜜じゃない方がいいよね。
酸っぱいのがね。
Yeah. There's also umeboshi, if you're kind of nervous, like, I'm not sure if you're gonna like this.
There's a lot of sweet
They're
ones.
kind of sour, maybe a little bit salty even. But there's also ones with like honey in it too.
Yeah.
And so,
We haven't talked about where we went yet.
but we still have a
This
bunch
is
of
still
umeboshi.
Tokyo.
We have a bunch of umeboshi in the fridge now. I
Umeboshi.
ate one yesterday too.
What happened?
Wow. But it was a lot of fun. And we went to Nakano Broadway too. It was really nice. We got to switch around, My demon dog friend, she has some anime that's kind of old, more retro. And we're able to find some nice merchandise.
Recently on Twitter, I saw, I think it was a ruffian. Who did it? Was it a ruffian? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it was just a whole listener. They had their room. And they had a big section of stuff that she was looking for. That was surprising.
Maybe there's ruffians that's like the same retro anime.
Yeah.
And then she found some game merchandise too.
Yeah.
So we are really happy we could find some treasures. Yeah, is she an old otaku? She likes the stuff she likes. Just like us, we like the stuff we like.
That's important.
And we got the ice cream. The ice cream. 𝗙𝗧𝗪𝗧 We did it! Finally! We got to have the 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗧, the really big size of all the flavors they have there. A bunch of flavors.
12.
Moko-chan's always like, no. We can't do it, the two of us. I'm like, we went
Try with
without them
Alvin.
too. But
And
then
I want this one.
I want
this one.
My dream didn't come true. It totally did! And it was amazing!
Yes! Some of the ruffians did all the flavors together.
Yeah! How did it go for you? Because the first layer was chocolate.
There's a sign that says if you drop it, it's on you. We can't do it again. And I said, well, if we drop it, it's game over, okay? That's where it ends.
You got covered in ice cream. But the chocolate was the first layer. I don't know if it was too melty or just it couldn't handle the weight of all the other ice creams on top of it.
Take a photo and she turned.
I didn't. You could see the bottom layer. The ice cream was
you did not have it. You did not have. I know, but you did it by trying to turn it. So then it started falling.
So Moko-chan just grabbed it with her paw.
And it stuck my fingers right into it.
Yeah, so we avoided the collapse.
And then I stuck a bunch of spoons into it to try to connect it all together again.
Yeah. But we did eat it. We ate it all, right?
We just barely avoided it.
But there was ice cream everywhere.
I even cleaned myself off and still later on I found more ice cream.
Yeah. We are all covered in ice cream by the end. Yeah. But it was almost on the ground. And we almost even got it on the sign.
Thanks to me, it wasn't though.
The Daily Chico sign almost got ice cream all over it. That would have been bad. Yeah. But we did it, you know! Yeah, unfortunately, this was not the only time we got covered in ice cream. Yeah. But you know, we had yummy unagi don.
Yeah.
They had amazing pickles too.
I always like the pickles.
Yeah.
Lemon.
Yeah, it was so yummy. And you know, we had some donuts.
Yeah.
Some porn
Lots
rings
of
too.
fun.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a few times.
Maybe a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something about demon dogs and liking panda rings. Yeah.
Yeah, our friend had a face wondering.
She really liked
She
that
was
too.
really impressed.
Yeah. No, it's just different. It's magical. But it was a lot of fun, you know, doing a bunch of things we always wanted to do together. That was just Tokyo. But you know, we also planned to go around Japan a little bit.
We went to a lot of places.
Yeah, you know,
A lot of places.
right? Like you said, we wanted to show her around to a bunch of different places, and you know, we thought we'd maybe try going to places we haven't been or places we wanted to spend more time in.
Maybe a few too many places.
It's to the point where it's like, where are we right now? Yeah. But we went all over Japan.
Shinkansen? Did we use the Shinkansen?
We're going everywhere, all the trains. You know, we went to places like Hiroshima, Okayama, Kagawa, Kyoto, Nara. All over the place. Yeah. Did we go to Miyashima? We did.
Yeah, we went to a lot of places.
You know.
めっちゃ回ったよ。それ以外のところも行きました。
Yeah, I know. We wanted to be able to see a bunch of places. And so do a bunch of things.
うどん食べたよ。
Yeah, we had udon, Kagawa. And so Kagawa is famous for the udon.
Yeah, if you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kagawa, if you go there, you'll see slowpoke a lot, right?
Yeah, why is
Why?
Slowpoke in Kagawa?
Do you think that's funny how rough he is?
I like
Slowpoke. You know
Slowpoke's
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Slowpoke, right?
Yeah.
You know why?
Slowpoke. His name is Yadon in Japanese.
Yadon, which sounds like
Udon.
udon. Which is
Kagawa.
famous in Kagawa.
Yeah.
So then, Yadon.
Yadon. Udon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, but I like it.
Right. It was hard not buying all the Yadon and Slowpoke things.
Isn't cute? Is there Yadon udon?
Yes!
Yeah.
It's really cute. Yeah, but you know, we wanted to be able to go to some different onsen, you know, have a
A
lot
bunch
of
of stuff.
nice baths. This is so, we're going around to so many different places. It was really, really busy, but we had a lot of fun. You know, we went to Nara, and Nara is famous for the deer.
Yeah.
We took some photos too. The deer.
But you know, we got the shikasenbe.
You know, the deer there, they're wild. They're wild animals. But you can feed them. It's okay as long as you feed them the shikasenbe. That's the deer crackers, the rice crackers. You can buy them. And I'm so excited. I really wanted to feed them, although I get scared.
I'm glad that we only got one bundle of the shikasenbe and not 3 bundles.
Wanted to get 3. Yeah.
have time for that.
There's signs though everywhere. You gotta be careful because the dealers, they will
We were
attack.
bullied.
They will bully.
We were bullied out of a shikasenbe in about 30 seconds.
They're biting you, Moko-chan.
They were biting my shorts. I had a wet spot on it.
Yeah, he just kind of gang up on you, and then all of a sudden the guard, here you go. I just gotta unwrap them.
Let me unwrap them.
I don't want you to eat the paper. Let me unwrap them. Yeah, and the deer too. They
Got scared. Not scared. Well, I didn't. Maybe. Yeah, I screamed.
They don't really like eating them off the ground either.
No, they won't accept them. They need to be big pieces.
They need to hand them
From
to
the
you.
hand.
Yeah.
Fuwa kept on trying to make them bow to her first, and they wouldn't.
Just want
Give
to
the
eat.
shikasenbe.
Spoiled, yeah, they're hungry. They want their snacks, you know.
Maybe it's because it was a bit close to the morning.
Maybe.
Breakfast time.
But-
hear that photo.
Yeah. There was a bunch of them that's taking it easy.
Yeah.
Apparently they're nocturnal or something.
Right.
But I guess they want snacks, so they're working hard to stay awake in the day.
But we watched them for a long time, and
Yeah.
you know they sort of look a bit like kangaroos.
Yeah, sometimes, and sometimes like goats, and
They
then
make funny faces.
with anything, it was just fun watching them and
Yeah.
watching the people interact with
I
them.
watch a lot of people.
I think the deer, they like to be silly. They're not really that dangerous. I think the number one thing is the danger is you.
Yes.
You know, if you panic and you're running and you fall. So, we saw a couple grandmas fall over.
Yeah.
We helped them up, but
We didn't have band-aids.
yeah. So,
Oh.
Ruffy, if you decide to go to Nara, watch out for yourself,
Watch out
okay?
your
Don't
step.
fall over.
There's lots of big, tree roots and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Alright.
so yeah.
Yeah, don't fall. Every time we saw a grandma fall, I was like,
Yeah,
but
but
you're
there's
not a grandma, you'll be okay. I don't know.
I don't know. But there's a lot of students too that would like to. The thing is that the students like to run. They would get scared, so they run, and the deer they will run after you.
Yeah, if you run, the deer are following.
Yeah, sometimes they'll be like, okay, I'll just go for the other person, but sometimes they'll just be like, I'm just gonna chase after you.
Yeah. And they really like skirts.
They really like
They
skirts.
will tug on your skirt.
Yeah.
But
Same with
also,
bags too. A lot of ladies with expensive bags getting all this deer slobber on it.
it's sort of funny. Sometimes there would be because we watched everyone for a long time.
Yeah, that was the funnest part.
Sometimes there would be ladies in workout clothing,
Yeah, like
really tight
really
workout
tight.
clothing.
Wow. Like,
And
get
then-
her.
Yeah, the deer, they would. It was funny.
Yeah.
We just watched them.
Yeah, you know, we watched them for so long, we started to get like a little bit hungry. And there was ice cream nearby. So like, okay, let's get ice cream and then watch them all together.
Yeah, we'll sit on the bench. We'll have ice cream. Watch the deer.
Yeah,
The
it was
funny
yummy
people.
matcha ice cream, sakura flavor ice cream. And so you're just enjoying it, and then you know you get down to the cone, and the cone has like a wrapper on it.
Yeah.
So,
You undo the wrapper, right?
but also the shikasenbe has a wrapper on it. They kind of make a similar sound. And so I took off the wrapper,
And instantly,
it was deer. There was a deer, and then
your face.
I crunched. I took a bite out of the corn, and the deer was like, "That is mine."
Why are you eating this shikasenbe?
I got bullied out of my ice cream muffins. I lost my ice cream cone because the deer took it. I still couldn't eat it. It still had ice cream in it.
A little bit.
I felt bad.
It stole it straight from her.
I couldn't believe my ice cream got taken from me.
Yoink.
same kind of wrapper sound and the same kind of crunch sound.
Because a lot of people like to crunch the shikasenbei.
Like turn it into powder and then like rain it on the deer. The deer don't like that.
Sometimes some schoolgirls would do that and then like rain it on the deer.
And they'd just be so unimpressed. Like, what did you just do?
Give me a full cracker,
Yeah.
not a rain of cracker.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? I think they were panicking. No.
The girls.
Yeah.
They would scream all the time. And like, there's only one deer near you. Why are you screaming?
Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah, and we watched the deer so long. We're like, this one troublemaker.
Yeah.
This one has cute knobs.
Mr. Knobs.
Yeah.
Mr. Horns.
Spikes.
Yeah, you know it. Did you
like
follow
those.
any of them? No, but they are very like a little bit dog-like, but not as smart as demon dogs.
They're funny when they yawn. Like,
Yeah, and sometimes you know they stick their legs straight out and they just look like sticks.
yeah.
And then you think, what would it be like if I just had sticks for legs, huh? Yeah. But one thing we realized, you know, if you go to Nara and you know maybe you're trying to make it to like a train or you have an appointment somewhere, make sure that you leave lots of time because sometimes, you know, the deer, they like to cross the street.
And one time it was like a bunch of deer waiting to cross the street, and they would go, 1, cross the street.
Yeah.
2, cross the street.
Yeah.
3, cross the street.
Yeah, so you're just kind of waiting.
It's
cute, but maybe leave some more time in the schedule in case the deer decide to cross the street as relaxed as possible.
そう、鹿さんのんびりしてた。
But it was really fun. So they're really cute. Are you scared of patting them? Everyone's just patting them and going up.
One lady just took the ears and was like, ow, 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 with the ears. These are wild
The
animals.
wild animals. But we did maybe give a little bit of a head pat here. Yeah.
Definitely didn't get head wet.
No.
No.
It was fun, you know.
Yeah, and we saw the Fuji.
Yeah, what's it? Wisterias. There's a bunch of wisteria gardens too. So many different types.
We went around to a bunch of gardens.
Right. We got to see lots of wisteria while we were traveling. So it was so nice, you know. All the purple.
Not just purple, but pink.
White too. And there was one that had really, really loud bees. Kumabachi.
Yeah, Kumabachi.
The bee bears.
Bear bees. Bear bees.
It sounded like little lawnmowers.
Kumabachi. So, あったよ。Kumabachi.
They were really cute. I was a little bit scared, but they said they weren't interested, so, you know.
クマバチ危ない。
危ないの？全然危なくないと思う。
スズメバチじゃないから大丈夫でしょ。
Yeah, Kumabachi.
Yeah.
They're not dangerous. They said they're not interested in you. They're just interested in the flowers.
Yeah,
But
I
they're
know
so
the
big,
flower.
you know. You look at the ground, you see like a shadow. You're like, was that just a bee? Like a bee or bird? There's a bee. Yeah. おとなしい. Yeah, they are. They're nice and
おとなしいけどうるさい。
Yeah. But it smells so
The buzzing is
nice.
loud. The buzzing is really
Yeah,
loud.
like little lawnmowers. Yeah.
スズメバチは
危ない。
逃げる。
逃げる. Yeah. Yeah.
Always were a bit like,
Is that a suzumebachi? I thought I saw a suzumebachi, the murder hornet. This one away! Yeah. That's all.
actually,
No.
we stayed at a bunch of different onsen.
Yeah. You know, the onsen, the baths.
Yeah, we went to a bunch of different onsen.
Outdoors and stuff.
At one place we were staying, we had tatami.
Yeah.
And you know, our friend,
the futon out and you sleep on it.
yeah, she was sitting on the tatami, and then all of a sudden,
She's like, there's a bug!
and she said, centipede.
Like, centipede? Is it a mukade?
Mukade!
They're really scary centipedes that are Venomous, poisonous,
I don't know.
venomous.
What's the difference between it? I don't know.
Yeah, we never seen a mukade
I don't want to meet a mukade.
No.
絶対会いたくない mukade.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was so tiny. I went and got the little bug net, but before I could get it, it disappeared. It was tiny.
And then when I went to sleep in my foot, I felt something crinkly against my foot. I don't know what it was.
Or like a caterpillar. We saw caterpillars, but this was a centipede.
Yeah.
But the onsen was so nice.
The fresh air, the wind.
Yeah.
You know.
Bug net? Yeah, because sometimes I stayed at a place where we had our own bath.
Yeah.
Outdoor bath. And
Sometimes there's friends.
yeah, sometimes
Bugs.
they come to play and then they can't escape. So
They
then you
can't
have to help them with a little net and get them out of there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So then they give you like a little, like a fish net.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know there wasn't that many of them.
No, I don't like it when the friends come to play there.
Monkeys scare you. I didn't see any monkeys in the onsen.
No.
But I did see a monkey. There was a monkey. I saw one down the road. At first, you thought, what is that cat? A cat?
Cause the tail, right?
But it was like standing on its legs and it was big, and then the tail was like, wow.
Just in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I wanted to see it closer, but it went into the mountains.
Can you imagine seeing that in the middle of the night?
Right?
It's a monster.
Yeah, no snow monkeys, no. Yeah. We went to a bunch of different places. Some local places too.
Some friendly places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get away from everything as much as we could. Yeah. But we saw lots of birds, silly birds. It was nice. You know, it's nice going to like the other places, further places, because then you get to see lots of different things too. Not just birds, you know, sometimes monkeys. We saw a gecko. Yeah.
He crawled up on our friend's foot.
Yeah. She was like, oh!
Gecko!
Now what do we do? He's just sitting here. It was really cute. So
I'm scared of geckos.
yeah. Thank goodness it wasn't you, Moko-chan. Yeah. I saw butterflies too.
Yeah, lots of nice butterflies.
Yeah. Moko-chan did get bit by a bug somewhere, huh?
I did. I got a big bug bite. It's so angry looking.
Yeah.
I'm not itching it. It's okay.
Kind of itching it, huh?
I'm not. But it's not happy.
No. Bye-bye.
To be honest, I expected more bug bites.
I didn't get any. But it was really nice.
Yeah.
And you know, we talked about the Shinkansen. We had ekiben.
Yeah, ekiben.
It was so yummy.
Yeah.
But you know, you can get
what is ekiben?
Ekiben's like a lunch. When Shinkansen, you're allowed to eat or drink on it. On trains normally, you're not allowed to. But because the Shinkansen, you're on it for longer, you can.
Yeah.
And the stations will sell them. So, like, different places have different ekiben. And voila! I'm silly, and I always get the same ekiben no matter what because I really like it. They have the one from Tokyo and other places too.
On self-heating things, I've never had an ekiben that does self-heating.
Oh no!
I know I've seen it on YouTube, but I've never seen that.
I like to get the one with the lots of different the clams, the clams and the things that are in the shells. What's it? Yeah.
I like whatever it looks good.
Did you have the Shinkansen ice cream?
You joke about that. But you know when you're waiting for your Shinkansen?
They have ice cream vending machines on the platform. And they had 31, they had popping shower. Popping shower! Popping shower!
Mata ice. So swallow this ice. Oh, I want all of us to have ice cream on the Shinkansen.
And I bought 3 popping showers.
All of a sudden, we almost missed the train.
I was rushing to get the popping shower.
And guess what? None of us really ate it.
We shared it. And then she ate it while it was soupy. So it was okay.
I wasn't hungry for ice cream.
We all did our best to eat our ice cream. Yeah. Did it melt? It kind of melted.
It was
She
ice
said
cream
that it
soup.
was yummy because it was like an ice cream soup that had pop rocks in it. That was interesting. Popping shower is good. Yeah.
Last thought.
But speaking of ice cream, we went to Okayama. You know, we just wanted to try going to a bunch of different places. And Okayama, they had. We were looking at ice cream.
We were just looking at stuff.
And we found they had the Oppai ice.
Yeah, Oppai ice.
It's like a really old nostalgic type of ice cream that you can find in like Dagashi-ya. That were like it's for the kids so they can buy it with their allowance kind of thing. It's like a vanilla ice cream in a balloon, and then you cut the top, and then you like cut it, or you bite it. And then you have it, you suck it from there and have the ice cream.
We had it at what's it?
Yeah, on the Tokyo, the Holokai Tokyo.
Yeah,
we had that, but it got cut.
cut from the footage. I wonder why.
We had it together with Bay Senpai, Aya Senpai, Kai Senpai.
We had it all together. They could have used the footage, but they didn't.
They cut it.
Why?
I was so happy we finally had it.
Time.
We were looking forward to it. But we're so happy because we're able to find it again.
Yeah.
And so we're able to have the Oppai ice together with my demon dog friend. But she was very... Yeah, 昔ながらのアイスですね。But she was very confused. We didn't have scissors, so we had to bite through it. And the thing is that they didn't sell it one by one. They sold it in a big bag.
Of 5.
Yeah, we have 5 of them.
We didn't have a
freezer either.
So we didn't have a freezer, but we had 5 Oppai ice.
So like we have to eat them fast, okay? But she was so very good. She was struggling to have it. I had already finished one.
She couldn't open it. Her teeth weren't strong enough.
I'm pretty fast.
I opened mine.
She was struggling, and I tried biting it open for her to have it easier. But she was like, I just can't do it, Flo. Here, you can have it. So I was having her Oppai ice, and then I don't know. I was pretty confident because I ate the other one really fast. And then all of a sudden, it exploded everywhere.
Everywhere.
On the walls, all over me.
All over, you know, the guides, the area, the cups, everything, the table.
Moko-chan, you didn't see it happen, right?
No, I wasn't watching you. You were sitting beside me. Luckily, I was spared.
Yeah. But, you know, I did with dog friend. She saw it all happen.
It was everywhere.
I didn't think it could happen, but it happened. You know,
We cleaned it all up. We cleaned it all up.
But nobody knew what happened.
No cleaning fees. It was okay.
Took a little while, but yeah, how did it not get on Mokoko?
I don't know. It was a miracle.
Yeah. But you know, so and then so we had to finish hers, and we had to clean it all up, and then I had to have another one because nobody else wanted to have them afterwards.
No.
And then it just couldn't melt.
Mokoko's AT field. Yeah. It avoided me.
Yeah. But you know, we're in Okayama, and you know it was a really nice day. And so we were walking around, and we found a nice, you know, a grandma selling some ice cream, and they had the local one, Bakudan candy.
Explosion ice cream.
So, we're like, okay, let's get the Bakudanami. I never heard of it. But this has also in a balloon movie. This is also in a balloon. And we're like, oh my gosh, there's only a couple kinds of ice cream in Japan that are in balloons.
Apparently, we have had all the balloon ice cream now.
It was like a frozen popsicle.
爆弾キャンディって言うんだ。
But it had all like the little the bumps on it. Like it was like in like ball sections. And it was so super solid. It was so hard to eat. It took us so long, like 2 hours.
But it's good if it's a hot day, no?
Right, so it's really nice walking around looking at everything in the heat. Yeah. How many times you had ice cream?
This is probably it for ice cream conversation.
We'll stop it here. Yeah, so I was just so happy that we had all of them. How are you supposed to eat it? Just like the oppai ice, you cut off the top and then you suck it out of all the sections kind of thing. But it's not ice cream. It's like an ice candy. It's like a popsicle. Or maybe like a freezy. So it took a long time. A long time. I had a blue Hawaii. Yeah. Did the grandma cut it for you? She did. She was so cute. So yeah. You know. But maybe
the stuff.
Yeah. You know.
Dangerous ice cream, yes. What's not dangerous? You know, when going around Japan, you often see tanuki. Have you seen tanuki? Yeah. We've talked about tanuki before, right? Yeah.
They're so cute.
Not real tanuki. What's it? Shigarayaki?
Yeah.
Shigarayaki だっけ?
Yeah.
Shigaraki?
なんか言いにくいよね。
言いにくいから。
But they're really cute and they're lucky and happy. But we found one. That was like 2 of them.
They were pink and blue.
Cute.
しがらき?
Yeah. しがらき焼き?
しがらきや、ちょっと待って。言いにくい、しがら焼き。OK、合ってたかな? Yeah, I think I was right at the beginning. しがらき。しがらき。しがら焼き。しがら焼き。しがら、はい
もこちゃん頑張って。
どっち？しがらき焼き。
ラキ焼き。
ちょっと待って。自分で探す。ちょっと待って。しがら、出てきた。しがらき焼き。しがらき焼き。OK。We're good!
You know, it's the type of the tanuki like the horse? The type of... Wait, maid.
What's it called? What's it called?
But it's really cute! And we really want a big one,
right? Reporter, yes!
That's the thing!
Yes! But I really like the tanuki and I always take a photo of every tanuki I see. But we saw the pink and the blue tanuki together. And I thought they were cute, but
like,
it's not quite what I
I'd
want.
rather just have a custom one made, right?
Now I have a new goal. I want a custom FUWAMOCO tanuki.
But we're not tanuki with demon dolls.
No, but I still want it. I want a custom. Custom で作りたいFUWAMOCOの。
How big? How big?
It wasn't that big. It needs to be bigger.
It wasn't that
大きいのが欲しい。
Maybe like as tall as a 3D acrylic stand.
That was the size. I want it bigger though.
Bigger.
Yeah. なんかカスタムなんかオーダーメイドで作ってくれる会社いるのかな？作りたい。
Yeah.
オーダーメイド欲しいね。
They're so cute. And you want to give it a big hug when they're so big. Yeah. But we're happy though.
Yeah, I'm always happy to see different types of the tanuki.
Yeah.
And we also went to 駄菓子屋さん。
go to a really nice,
very traditional
one by grandma, grandpa.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they were just closing, but there's a bunch of kids around, and so then we. Can I come in too?
Yeah, the kids are all like, wait. So,
Excuse me, can I come in too? The shutters have closed.
Hi, it was super cute, and we're able to buy my favorite Morocco yogurt, and you know, share that with the demon dog friend. She was so like,
yogurt.
whoa, this is good. We got a bunch of candy too.
うまい棒食べたい。
うまい棒を買いましたけど。
食べてない。
友
達のためにうまい棒買った。
食べて欲しかったから。
そう。
いや。き
なこ棒は買ってないけど、昔は食べたことなかったかもしれない。あんたら多分買ってたと思うけど。
いやヤングドーナツは
あったけどポン・デ・リングがいい。
Do you like umai-bo? I would say on an advent scale.
Everyone really likes umai-bo.
I like umai-bo the least out of advent.
I like umai-bo. I like searching for different umai-bo.
Yeah. I don't know there's been a time where Advent's running across the store and being like, where's the umai-bo? So, umai-bo, they're like a corn snack. It's like a big tube, a corn snack tube, and it comes in different flavors. Yeah.
梅ジャム好きだけど買ってない。
今度はね。Yeah, they also have like other snacks, not just sweet snacks, but like they have different snacks.
Yeah, they had like
ones made out of squid
and bear.
Yeah, different kinds of rice crackers
too. Like a crab cracker.
Yeah,
and I liked it a lot. I only got one.
Yeah, I know.
But I liked it a lot. I hadn't have it.
But so we're happy at first. Yeah, you know, at first really real
Yeah.
So
and then we left and we looked at our stuff and then the grandpa went home.
Yeah,
but they gave us a bunch of extra little candies too.
Right. So it was nice. Yeah.
And we also found a really silly
you know, the vending machine. But there was a bunch of ones that were like, this one's a mystery. It's 100 yen. You don't know what you're gonna get.
You have to test your luck and your bravery.
You know, and then if the numbers at the bottom line up, then you win. But they didn't.
They didn't. It was on purpose.
It's okay.
It'd be like 667.
Yeah,
that's a vending machine guy.
But it was really, really fun. We did it. I think we got really good drinks.
I think so, but we didn't drink them.
Huh? What do you mean, Mokocha? We carried them.
We carried them around for a day.
Yeah, and then Mokocha, you're like, okay, this is everybody's drink. You have to drink this on the train.
They're all
you
sweet.
only have so much time.
Ruffy is when we're out, you don't want to drink a sweet drink. You want to have tea.
Yeah.
Right? Otherwise, it's too much sweet stuff. I don't want to drink something sweet. But we got Damune and another Damune and other things.
Yeah.
So then when we were on the Shinkansen, okay, this is your drink, this is your drink, this is your drink. Drink. You have to drink the full drink before we get off the train.
You took the drink that wasn't carbonated. You had me a big drink. It's like, it's all carbonated. Flo, you drink this now.
Yeah, that was the task. You have to drink your drink before you get off the train.
Yeah. It was yummy though, so... Yeah.
I guess it was worth it for 100 yen.
It was! You know, that was a good deal.
They were big drinks.
Yeah. I saw.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
We just had to carry them everywhere.
Played any old games like a Holo Cocoon? There was nothing like that, really.
No. Lots of places that looked like that.
Yeah.
So very rundown stuff.
Yeah, I like it, you know.
Also some shifty stuff, but not that. Cause you know, we tweeted about the scary place.
You know, things would get late all of a sudden. We have a yummy dinner, and then we decide we're gonna do a little bit of a walk. And it gets spooky.
We ran into a liminal space. It was really scary. I don't think the photo quite captures it, especially at this size, because it was like overtaking me.
It was just like it kind of sucks you in. Yeah.
But here it is.
It was so scary. You couldn't
It
really
doesn't look
see
that
at the
tall.
end. But it was like, whoa.
You can't really see it.
Right, and there was nobody around.
Nobody around.
That's not scary.
No, you go through. Because the walls were really high up and it's all perfectly clean and sort of leading towards this one area.
Right. Yeah, it is just quiet. Like you can hear all the sounds until you go into this area, and then it's silent. But yeah, it looks safe. It was safe.
I didn't run a bit.
Samurai Iso there. It looks like there could be samurai there. That's what I was saying. I'm like, Moko-chan, once we get to the other end, we're gonna be in like back in time.
We did not go back in time.
We didn't.
But it was really scary.
Papa. Did you go through and turn around?
No, I just ran through.
Moko-chan, you got so scared though.
I'm going!
Yeah, but it was so nice, you know. And you know, we went to Hiroshima.
Yeah, we saw a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we went to, you know, a peace party.
Yeah.
It was so nice, you know. We got to see a bunch of different things.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that we really wanted to see.
Yeah.
That meant a lot and was really important. And we definitely recommend that you go as well,
You know.
Yeah.
So we were really glad, you know. We also went to Miyajima too.
Yeah.
It was like a little bit of a boat ride, you know.
I forgot that I'm not good on boats.
You know. We went to Utsukishima Jinja, Utsukushima Shrine, you know. They have the famous tori on the water there. Yeah. It was so beautiful.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't sunny, so it was sort of misty.
Yeah, and the mountains are so beautiful. And you know there was lots to eat and fry.
More deers.
Yeah, more deers too. They were very cute.
Although I
too.
felt like they were very different from the Nara
They
deer.
had different personalities.
Yeah.
But we had like a ikayaki, like a big like a squid on the skewer, you know, that was like cooked and stuff. So we had it right by the water. It was really nice to share all three of us.
The Nara deer are spoiled.
Maybe a little
Maybe
bit,
a bit.
but we still love them. You know, they had a bunch of different like seafood that we could have too. Kaki, the oysters.
And there was a big chikuwa.
Yeah, chikuwa too. We were so happy.
I explained to one lady who was selling the chikuwa that I really like chikuwa. And I think she was maybe taken aback or didn't understand.
Then she's like, oh,
I'm like, I really like chikuwa. I'm so excited. Thank you. She's like,
yeah, and then we ate it pretty fast. She's like, you're already done. What? It was not yummy,
we
okay?
ate it together.
Yeah.
All three of us.
Yeah. You know, so it was so nice just being able to eat like seafood and stuff by the water. And then I got a really cute omiyage. It was like a shikaposhi, but it's long. Just a long deer, vertical deer.
Got a lot of... I feel like you got a lot of deer.
They're cute, okay.
We also got a plushie of Mikyan,
Yeah.
which is Ehime's
Mascot
mascot
character.
character. And we did not go to Ehime.
No.
We didn't have oranges.
But Mikyan's cute, so.
愛媛行ってないのにMikyanの
ぬいぐるみね。
持って帰った。
Yeah. Mikyan's cute, yeah. But you know, my shikaposhi that's long, you know? That's really cute. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get it. And then Moko-chan was like, really? Who do you really want it? And ground it. And it squeaks.
It squeaks really loudly.
It makes a beautiful squeak. I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm taking it. Yeah.
It sounds like a dog toy. It's sort of embarrassing.
But it's cute. And then I got these yummy Ika chips.
Yeah.
They're made from squid, but they're really lemon flavored.
Yeah, I like them.
They're
I
so
like
good.
lemon stuff.
Yeah, the area, Setouchi lemons are really famous.
Yeah.
So we had some lemon soda and stuff too. Trying to find all the local special things too.
そう、いろんな地方のね、なんか、名物とか食べたいなって思って、たくさん食べてきました。
So it was really nice.
And we went to Hiroshima and Okayama.
It was so nice, so beautiful. Just walking around and
Look how
enjoying
blue
things.
it is.
Right? It's famous for denim,
Aozume.
So we got to see a bunch. It
was
was
so pretty.
denim ice cream.
It was so pretty. The weather was so nice.
But it was just nice exploring.
Why did we have the mochi?
The tofu.
Tofu.
It was like yuhi. It's kind of like a mochi, but then wrapped in like
yuhi.
kind of like a pancake,
Like dorayaki.
Yeah, not like anpan, like dorayaki.
Dorayaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Tofu.
Yeah.
The tofu.
Yeah.
It was so nice. Just exploring, seeing everything.
Yeah.
There was one place we walked by. There was a grandpa making tatami.
Yeah.
I was so surprised. Like, what's this really loud sound? And then he's making tatami right there. It smells so good.
I love the smell of tatami.
Right. Did you try any local shaved ice? We did. We did too. We had shaved ice. Lots of shaved ice.
At one place I've heard of too.
Yeah.
So I was happy. I saw it on a TV show. So I was happy. And I wanted to eat the whole menu.
Yeah, but we couldn't. No.
It's impossible.
No. Yeah. So many nice things,
Yeah, and we got to have lots of local veggies.
Yeah, local veggies.
And onion and tomato.
Yeah, I did my best. I ate the onion. Sometimes
I didn't want to. So it's okay. Our friend don't eat my onion.
Yeah.
She had it.
Yeah.
What about the tomato? It was really hot.
Yeah.
And there was a shrimp that we thought, when you get a shrimp, you think it's a shrimp, right?
It's like, oh, that's a shrimp.
I thought it was a lobster. It was
so
really
big.
but I think it still counted as a shrimp.
When does the shrimp become a lobster?
How does it get that big? I don't know.
Yeah.
It must have been a crawfish. Do crawfish get big?
I don't know. It was so big.
Crayfish?
A
giant
prawn.
prawn?
What's the difference between a shrimp and a prawn? And a lobster?
And a crawfish and a
crawfish.
crayfish.
Yeah.
It evolves.
At level 33. Well, then the one that we ate was definitely at least level 42. Yeah.
There's a chart for this.
I'm not familiar with such a
Crawfish
chart.
can get big. Prawns are bigger.
What?
Bigger, tastier shrimp. I think they're all tasty though.
Yeah.
Prawn is the Australian word for shrimp. I'll have a prawn, mate. I don't know. They're all good, yeah. That's what matters.
But I was surprised that the onion didn't really taste like an onion that much. To the point where I was like, is this actually an onion?
But we also had warabi.
Yeah, usually they have like warabi mochi.
Warabi.
But they had like the vegetable. Yeah. To the point where I'm like, is it the same? I don't know.
Right.
Warabi mochi is kind of like a really soft mochi that you have. It's not really mochi, so if you think it's mochi.
So yasai no warabi 食べたい.
But it has the kinako, the soybean the roasted soybean powder on it. And it's really refreshing.
Warabi-mochi's like that.
Yeah. But we had it like a tempura kind of way. It was really yummy. I was surprised.
I was happy to have
really
warabi when it's still in the same form.
Is it really the same?
Warabi? I don't know. How do you make warabi? Warabi mochi.
I don't know. Yeah, but it was so yummy.
Warabi mochi I like, but I feel like I like warabi itself as the plant better.
I just like being able to have all the local vegetables. And the 𝗙𝗧𝗪𝗔𝗠𝗡, like the preserved, the pickles.
Pickles!
Yeah,
𝗙𝗧𝗪𝗔 is so good.
And you know they sell them at omiyage places too. But then I'm kind of like, is this what I ate? I'm not too sure. And then, I got nervous. I don't know if I want to buy a bunch of them if I can eat them all in time. But they're so yummy.
クラビとは知ってるよ。美味しいよ、わらびと。
ボンボー。いやー、漬物大好きだよ。ボンボー。漬物 are really yummy. I think especially if you're going to Japan for the first time, it's kind of like, I don't know what this is.
What is this?
What's this gonna taste like? I don't have any idea.
I feel like it's always yummy.
But you should just try it.
Yeah.
Especially with the rice too. So... yeah, and
at the Shinkansen. One time actually when we were about to get on, there was one lady who was rushing. You're not supposed to rush for the train.
No.
But just as she got up to the platform, she dropped everything. Like her phone went one way, her wallet went the other way, and then her headphones went the other way.
Our train was there, Moko-chan. The doors are like...
She got the phone, she got her wallet, but then the earbuds, they went different directions, and one went underneath the bench into all the little dust, you know? So then, I had to get all the dust bunnies for her. I didn't miss the train.
She wasn't gonna get on our train though, Moko-chan. Our train was the one that was about to leave.
It's okay though.
I was so worried, Moko-chan.
I helped her get her earbud out of the dust bunnies. She didn't see it. Yeah.
We were so close to missing it though.
I had dust bunnies all over my knees too.
Papa.
She wouldn't have found it without me, so.
That's true, you know.
Yeah.
It's nervous, you know, catching the trains, making sure that everything's all okay. But you know, we were running late for one train, and we thought we bought the right ticket.
I didn't have the right ticket. We couldn't get through the gate.
Yeah, and it was gonna be leaving any moment.
So I asked the train attendant, I was like, excuse me.
Yeah, and she was so nice. She's like, oh, okay, no problem. You need to buy this ticket.
Do you know how to buy this ticket? I said, no, I don't know how to buy that ticket.
And she's like, okay, we're just gonna go over here. Okay, let's go. Okay, and then we buy this ticket and this ticket. Do you have the money? It's cash only. Okay, this ticket. Okay, okay, we got it. Okay, let's go. Okay, we put it into here. And then she just opens up the gate of the machine and just rips our tickets out. And then it's like, okay, cool. You can have fun, kind of thing. You'll make it. It was so nice.
The machine wasn't even fast enough to put the ticket from one side to the other.
She's just gonna open up the machine, rip it out. You know, we were so impressed because, you know, Moko-chan, you're really kind of scared that we're gonna miss things. And so, instead of being like, oh my gosh, you're worried, I'm worried. You're not gonna make it.
This way.
Yeah, this way. Okay. You know, I was so happy, so nice. And so it was really nice because then, you know, Moko-chan, you're able to calm down a little bit too. So, a true professional.
I don't think that counts as professional. That's above it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were really impressed. Like,
Eki-san.
Yeah. Right. That was perfect. So, you know,
we needed more tickets.
Yeah, we only bought one ticket, but we needed more tickets. So,
It's difficult to understand.
But yeah, also,
I was like, I want this ticket, please.
just let me through. I will pay the money.
Please give me this ticket for this train at this time, please.
Yeah, it's very confusing, you know. So,
And you know, for the Shinkansen, there's tickets that are for specific seats, and then there's also free seating as well.
You know.
So you have to make sure that you sit in the right seat on the right train.
You know. Or you get the free seat.
And there's a lot of cars sometimes. So sometimes you'll get onto the platform and you are at the wrong end.
You know. So.
Or else you'll get yelled at. Just the station, the attendant, the train attendant will come up and be like, excuse me.
What you doing here? You know.
Yeah.
Have to make sure you get on the right train.
They don't yell at you. They'll just walk by and be like, excuse me, can I see your ticket? Because I think you are lost.
Yeah. You know.
So I think if you go on the wrong train, then you'll probably know pretty soon.
Yeah.
Right? We did not go on any wrong trains.
No.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Do they check tickets pretty often?
I'd say definitely at least once a train.
Yeah. You know they're like, okay. Does everything look all good here? Yeah. Okay.
They probably have like a sheet where it says, someone is supposed to be sitting in this seat. And then when somebody else is not in that seat or is in that seat, they're like, something's funny here.
Shinkansen sounds stressful. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find where you're going. There's lots of different Shinkansens, those, you know.
If you worry about it, maybe.
It's probably best not to bring really, really big bags.
You cannot bring big bags.
Yes.
You can only bring like a carry-on size bag. Otherwise, you need to buy a specific ticket for your large, oversized bag.
Yeah. And that's gonna make things even more stressful.
Bring a big bag.
No. So. Yeah.
スーツケース専用の席がある。そうそうそう。
Right. So.
荷物は大変だから気をつけないとね。
But we also, you know, we are traveling around a bunch of different places. You know, there was deer. We saw some cats too. There was a really cute cat in a, you know, kind of helping out a grandma. Some things at her store.
So we decided, well, I'm gonna buy souvenirs from this shop so I can get to know the cat.
Yeah. We got to know the cat. The cat was so cute. The cat just came right up to me.
So then we bought a bunch of stuff.
Cute.
And we were petting the cat while we were leaving. And then one other couple came up. Like they knew the cat. They did not know the cat.
They did not know the cat.
And then picked him up. Manhandled him. And it wasn't even like a normal, like, you pick up the cat. It was like a manhandling.
I thought they were gonna take the cat away. Just taking the cat home.
And the cat, he was like,
okay.
And then they put down the cat.
Yeah.
Are you okay? You disallowed that, huh? Yeah. You're okay now.
The cat was wow.
大丈夫? そんな扱いで大丈夫? The cat is like, wow. Okay. Have a good day now.
Look what they did. They're gonna take him.
Yeah. He was cute.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what the old lady there thought.
Right? My cat's gonna get taken away.
But I feel like we bought enough omiyage to be able to pet the cat.
Yeah.
It was such a cute cat. It was really cute, really unique pattern.
Yeah. Very cute. So, was he old? I don't know.
I don't know.
Cute.
Very soft. I would like to smell it.
Yeah.
It was like gray and brown spots.
Yeah.
It wasn't a stray.
No, we did see some stray cats though.
Yeah.
But they didn't really want much to do with us. Yeah, we tried though. There was one cute cat that was a stray. There was a bunch of
there was a cat meeting too.
Yeah, but this cat was just staring at the swallows trying to catch them.
Yeah,
It didn't care about us. It was really cute though. Yeah, strays could be dangerous.
We're not gonna touch them.
Yeah,
We
we
can't just feed them. It's not good.
No feeding them.
Mm-mm.
No, but we wanted to try and test them. If they let us, we would.
Yeah, when you know a bunch of cats meet all together, it's a cat meeting.
Yeah. They didn't seem to be having the best time together though, no, huh?
Maybe not.
But you know, you're able to have lots of different yummy foods.
Yeah.
We had sushi too.
Cause we wanted our friend to be able to have nice sushi. And we went to a really nice place.
Right.
And then there's a old man and an old lady beside us. And then things started to get heated between them and the Taisho,
the sushi chef.
and they started to fight. And then they got sort of kicked out.
We were surprised. I guess Grandpa didn't like the octopus.
No. And he was complaining because I think he probably got, probably the omakase or something with the man. He was not happy about getting the octopus. And then the sushi chef was like, oh, not very, you should eat, all the food, not be picky. And they started fighting about that. And started calling each other names.
And then they're upset because that wasn't very nice to say.
Hi, that's not a nice thing to say.
We had the octopus. It was delicious.
It was delicious.
The best I've ever tasted. So I don't know what Grandpa's talking about.
Yeah. And then the grandma was like, oh, that's not a nice thing to say to him. So our friend got to experience a fight.
It's interesting, Hi. But right.
They both fought the chef, and then after they left, the chef was like,
Who won the fight? Nobody, because everybody was grumpy afterwards.
So sounds awkward. It was a bit, and then we were like, it's so yummy. And then I think it was better. It was good though.
It was really yummy, and then there was a grandma next to me, and she was like, "Oh, I ate so much, I gained 3 kilograms." She was really cute. It was so yummy though. And we have more sushi too. More grandma and grandpa sushi.
But it was surprising because so many places, like all the shop owners, they all spoke English.
Grandma, she was doing her best too.
I saw even in very small places, they would try to speak English.
And
then it's like, what should I do now?
Alright. We speak back in Japanese and then they speak back in English sometimes,
and then
it's all like, this is kind of funny, but because we don't expect to get talked to in English.
No.
Right,
The brain doesn't quite work sometimes.
Alright, it's like
Sometimes it's Japanese and in English and it's just like
but we were really touched, grandmas and grandpas are working hard to, be able to share their special things with everybody from all around the world too. So, I'm sure it's not easy too. But it was a really, really nice trip,
and at one point, because we went to a bunch of places that need cash. I had to go to the ATM, and then I got a strap that I had stuck on my bag. I got it stuck in the ATM machine. Because I put my bag on the ATM when it was closing.
Like the place that the money comes out of. So when it's shut, it's shut.
I was like, what can I do? So I just pulled on it really, really strongly, and then I was okay.
But we were like, now it's trapped in the money.
My keychain.
But we were able to go to a bunch of onsen too, try a bunch of different baths. we did the cold bath properly.
Yes.
When it said to pour on yourself, we poured it.
We did not go in.
No.
Yeah.
And it was really nice, you know, out in the cold air. And then, you know, sometimes maybe it started raining.
Yeah.
So then you could be in the warm bath while it's raining. Yeah. And you know, we went to some really local places too. And you look out into the night sky and it's so dark you don't see anything. Nothing.
Just quiet.
Just quiet. Black.
Yeah. Water sound.
You know, no stars because it was maybe a little bit cloudy. But just darkness. Dark. Yeah. We couldn't even find the moon, but if we found the moon, then I'm sure that, you know, you would think it's like a very, very, like, what's it, magical? Magical. Yeah. So, yeah. It was nice, but it was very busy. So we went to so many different places. This place, that place. A little bit busier than we expected, you know. But yeah, and it was our first mini vacation.
Our first time taking a vacation.
And yeah, we still had some meetings that, you know, we did our best to attend and stuff.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
it was difficult. And I was a bit worried because, you know, stuff was still coming in. And deadlines were passing. So it was a bit stressful for me. So I think we still need to learn a bit more about how to take a vacation.
You know,
it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
But we had lots of fun.
No, and we are glad that we were able to make a dream come true.
Yeah, with a friend.
Yeah. Completely offline vacation one day.
I don't know.
We'll keep on trying, you know.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I hope we can go to more onsen in the future.
I have one last photo.
I see. Yeah. I think the one thing, you know, that was the best about everything is that the skies would be so blue.
But sometimes it wouldn't.
When they were blue, you know.
They just be so blue.
And then the mountains so green. And just seeing everything.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Especially on the trains and stuff too.
Yeah.
I think, you know, especially going to more of the local places, being like, what would it be like if I lived here?
Right.
You know. It's so nice
Was
to be
it
able to
hot?
kind of experience that.
It will get hot.
It's gonna get hot now. But it was just nice being able to see more of Japan because we haven't really been able to do that. There's still a lot of places in Tokyo we haven't been to. But it was nice being like, I do live in Japan. It's
Really hot.
Hinamiza! Shirakawa go! We have to go in Novisa!
We do.
Yeah. Novisa keeps on being, I wanna go, I'm just gonna go. I wanna go too! Let's go together!
There's still lots and lots of places we wanna go.
Yeah, so, you know, we wanna be able to see as much of Japan as possible. So, hopefully, I wanna be able to, you know, share more about Japan, about the cool things and stuff with you, both friends. So, hopefully we can do that more.
Some more fun places.
Yeah. But it was really fun. I want to go to more onsen. We went to so many nice onsen. So
I feel like we didn't quite have enough time though.
That's the
Because I
thing.
just want to be able to just be able to sit in the onsen and just go, but we kept on moving around everywhere.
Jump in this onsen. Okay. It's a lift on.
Well, one place we went, they had a pretty clear machine right outside of the bath.
So we got to take pretty clear right out of the bath.
Yeah, it was fun.
Did Hurrah give a gift to Narissa yet? Not yet.
It got a bit smudged.
A little smudged. But yeah, we bought omiyage back. So
bunch of omiyage.
And we had a bunch of matcha too and sweets too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We had namagashi with neriki.
Yeah, you know.
Lots of manju. I got really good manju too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do we have? Monaka.
We had ice cream. Did we talk about that? Oh, the ice cream.
We had some. We had kanure.
Kanure. Yeah.
We had a lot of yummy food.
Yeah. We also saw a lot of things and went up lots of mountains.
Kanure is a type of cake.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
What sort of burnt is that taste?
Yeah.
No, not Fuji this time.
No, not Fuji this time.
I wanna go though.
Right. So, you know, we see Mount Fuji from a distance. But we haven't really visited up close.
No.
That would be nice too. That's all. But there's still a lot of things we want to explore. More things to explore in Tokyo too. That's all. But it was really nice to be able to finally do that. So, yeah. We should climb Mount Fuji. Only Ruffians. Only if you do it together with us.
Kyushu mo
Yeah.
We wanted to go to Kyushu. There's too many places.
For a moment, we thought we got to Kyushu because we went to Hiroshima. Hiroshima, Kyushu だよね.
We always make the mistake, huh?
Kyushu じゃないよね. Yeah. So, but we are close, kind of.
We're not close at all. 全然近くないから.
Yeah. I don't know. Hiroshima's unofficially Kyushu.
It's not. It's not. 吹雪先輩に怒られる.
But we had lots of fun. Yeah, and we looked at the map to be able to figure out where Hiroshima is. It's not in Kyushu. Kind of close though. Kind of.
But we had lots of fun. But I feel like
We still have a lot to learn.
I still would like to be able to go back again to the same
Yeah.
place. So I feel like we didn't get to explore them quite
I
enough.
want to be able to go to one place together with everybody and eat you know.
It was just seeing a little bit and then moving on.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to be able to explore a bit more.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. なんかもっとまあ行った場所でも冒険したいな。そうもっとゆっくりしたいし、まあ少ししか見れてない気がしてて、もっと冒険したいなと思うけど。
A month is a lot. Can't do a month. I miss you too much, Ruffians. That's all. Yeah. But if we could do like that would be really nice to be able to show you all the places in depth too. Yeah, we miss you so much, Ruffians. There's a bunch of things we wanted to tell you and talk about and share and stuff, and you know, I know it's been a rough time and a lot of mornings we wake up and feel kind of lost, you know. So it was not the best timing. I think you know that. I think we definitely know that. But you know, it's the timing that happened. So we're sorry that we couldn't be around Ruffians, you know, especially during rough times. Like right now. Be there. But we're really excited because we're gonna do a bunch of fun things this week. You know, so yeah, timing is timing. Why are you crying, Uncle-chan? I don't wanna be there. With the Ruffians. I know it's tough. Yeah, so and you know, if we're feeling like that and waking up and be like, hi. The Ruffians, you're probably like that too, so yeah. Thank you, Morpheus. Yeah, and you know there's lots of exciting things that happen also. You know, Japan Expo, Paris, and Osaka. You know, and then also Alvin pop-up shop. Yeah, Senpai's birthday. A birthday, not birthday. This is a big concert. Hi. Yeah, so. Yeah. Happy birthday. No. If anything, you know, it was Elizabeth's birthday. Elizabeth's birthday. We were able to be a part. Yeah, but we do wish her happy birthday. So, yeah, and then you know, Shiori's birthday's coming up soon.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
There's just been funny times, you know?
it's but we're happy we're able to go look around and you know be able to make you know a dream that we've had since we were little puppies come true too.
Being able to explore Japan together, all together with our friends.
Yeah, so but we'll figure out how to be able to take vacations better. Yeah, so
Somehow.
but I'm so happy though we're able to have a bunch of silly experiences, see a bunch of things, you know. So
We didn't talk about the 𝗙𝗨𝗪𝗪.
well, we kind of talked about it with the movie senpai. But yeah,
We fought in front of that store for a while.
it doesn't make sense to have a tank full of fake jellyfish. They were all spinning around too, you know, like they had the proper air.
We had to watch them for a while because they sort of spun and then went up and down.
You know, and this
But it looked really realistic, okay?
and, you know,
But it sort of looked like they had bones inside, and then I wasn't sure this jelly.
it's pretty normal for people to have fish in Japan, you know, even fish outside their house on the streets, you know.
So it was in a cafe.
It was in a cafe, it makes sense that they'd be real jellyfish. It'd be weird if they're fake
Jellyfish don't have bones,
jellyfish.
but it wasn't a bone, but it looked like a bone.
But they were spinning all around, you know, spinning in like the tank like there was air. Like air.
But
Maybe
then-
there was current.
And there were lights.
And then they changed the spin
Different
upside
colors,
down.
but I
and they
figured
look
that
at
the lights were probably from the top part and not from the actual tank or the jellyfish.
Yeah. But they were fake.
I had to ask. I was nervous, but I went and asked. It was that bad. Okay, we
Yeah.
needed to know the answer.
Usually you'd have to go in and like buy something, sit down, drink the drink, and then by the
Excuse me,
way.
I have a question. I just went in there. I was like, excuse me, I have a really weird question. I don't want anything. I just have a weird question. Are those real jellyfish? That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I walked in just to ask if the jellyfish were real, yes! And then I walked out when they said, no, they're fake!
And the worst part is that there was nobody inside the cafe.
There was no one inside the cafe!
That's it.
You're the worst kind of customer, Moko-chan. Not even nothing else in the tank. It was just a jellyfish.
Yeah. And the other time we got laughed at too. Moko-chan, there was a gachapon you wanted to buy.
Huh?
A gachapon, you bought it.
I wanted.
Yeah, you wanted. I was like, we don't need to get this.
It's always the opposite. What?
And then you couldn't open up the gachapon.
I got it! It's for security, okay?
Yeah. I think Shiori was like the other things I found.
I got it for security. But then, because it's not... I think it's a homemade item in it. So I
Yeah.
got it, but then I couldn't open up the ball.
Yeah.
And we tried all together to open it, but I couldn't open it, so then I took it to the store owner.
Yeah.
And she laughed at me and then opened it and gave it to me. I said, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird though. It wasn't a twist. I don't know. It had arrows.
It had arrows on it.
Did she open it easily? It was sort of.
It was easy. She opened it in no time.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I got to do a UFO catcher.
One.
Couple times. And you know, I wanted to get. They have these cute so cute. They would always push
If
down.
only it was the first try. She went through all our coins.
But there was another one, another UFO catcher, and it was stacked really tall, and they're kind of filled with silly things that I thought she already might like. And I was able to just put a coin in it and knock them down.
She just spun the claw.
Yeah. But then when I actually went down to grab the things, it didn't work. Yeah. How many plushies? I got the 2 deer. I got the one for Shiori.
The other deer.
I got
Got
Mikan.
Mikan. Got... What else? You had the banana with you the whole time.
I had the banana. Banana didn't come from a UFO catcher though.
3 deer plushies, yes.
No. Yes, no.
3 deer plushies.
Blue one, the pink one. What's the other deer?
The long
Oh,
one.
the long one, but that wasn't a UFO catcher.
It's still a deer plushie.
It is, but it's long. It's more like a stick than anything. Yeah.
It says, Miyajima-shika.
Like only Miyajima, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I also joke because it's a deer.
It's a deer, so it's a pun. I like it. It's very cute. Yeah. Yeah. We got people Omiyage-chan. I saw it.
Yeah, I had to stop her from buying rocks.
You're gonna spoil Omiyage-moko-chan. Got people some rocks. They're special though, okay? They're special.
She wanted to buy a bunch of them.
They're special. Don't tell people, okay? Yeah. She's distracted by Oblivion right now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're special. Yeah.
When are we gonna be able to give them their omiyage?
I already, let's,
Hopefully
Yeah.
soon.
I trapped them already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chain walks for John Cat. I can do that. Walks for
Oh.
John Cat.
Gets bigger,
I
hopefully.
haven't seen John Cat in a little while.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bigger? Yeah.
oh.
Huh?
That was our travel story.
Something like that.
Yeah. And you know, we were yukata and stuff at the onsen.
Yeah. And we had Hiroshima okonomiyaki.
Yeah. Yum. It
Yeah.
was so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of yummy things,
Yeah.
including ice cream. Oh, bye. Yeah. Thank you, Mophies.
Thank
No
you.
special sweets. What do you mean? Special sweets, they're all special. Yeah. But you know, now we're back in the doghouse. Not so much ice cream. No. Yeah. No ice cream. Yeah. But I was really happy, you know. We got to have so many special things. Yeah. So, yeah. Bye-bye. Maybe we should go back and take a look at our special day.
Let's look at it right here.
Okay. We have another stream coming up tomorrow. We have Metal Gear Solid 3. We're gonna be starting the epic Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. We played Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 last year, and then somehow a bunch of time has passed since then because things got busy. And so now we're gonna be playing it both ways together with you on our PS2. We're super excited. It's been waiting for this moment. We've been waiting for this moment.
It is working.
Yeah. So let's have a bunch of fun. I wanna play for a long time.
That's the plan, okay?
Are
Are you prepared?
we have to get, all caught up on what happened, I remember the end for last time. It was also crazy. Yeah, so...
We do card. Yes.
Yes.
Because we need one for Sakura Wars.
Yeah.
So we have one.
Yes.
That's all I know.
Schedule! We have Metal Gear Solid 3 on the PS2.
Yes.
But on Wednesday we have FUWAMOCO morning. And then Thursday, very early in the morning at 3 a.m. PT. We're gonna be opening Cafe FUWAMOCO again at main cafe. And doing some totsumachi. But then on 6 p.m. PT, a little bit later on Thursday, we have a rock-and-roll party with a special announcement. It's been a little while since our last rock-and-roll party, and we just want to have a bunch of fun singing together with you, friends.
And a special announcement.
We also have a special announcement, so we hope you'll join us for it. And then, we want to play more games still. So we're going to be playing Donkey Kong Country together at 10 p.m. Going a little bit crazy despite the time. We're getting further. We're getting closer to the end maybe, but we need to save. We really need to save. So let's hope we save before we lose our lives, because that'll be bad. It'll be game over. And then on Friday we have FUWAMOCO morning. And then at 5 p.m. PT we're gonna be starting our mini horror game Matsuri.
Where we will be playing a bunch of small, short horror games. We do not know if they are gonna work. Don't know what they're gonna be about.
Find out
We do
what
not know
they're
what
gonna be
games
like.
they are yet.
And then we have a little break for some fishing. And then, we're gonna continue our horror game Matsuri after that. More horror games.
It's
How sure? We're not too sure. Maybe there'll be some shorter ones, and maybe there'll be some longer ones. We're not too sure. We haven't
some we
decided
finish,
which ones.
some that we don't. Some that
Maybe.
work, some that won't.
And then we have some other very exciting things. And Metal Gear Solid on the weekend. So we hope you'll join us for that one. Where we find them from. Sometimes I kind of just hear about all the different kinds of horror games.
I don't know which ones it's gonna be yet, but we'll see.
We just find them. We'll find out. We still haven't quite decided which ones yet. So it'll be a surprise for all of us.
Happens. How many is it gonna be? I don't know. In random order, yes.
And
Any old ones, maybe.
Probably. No?
Who knows?
We'll find out.
If you have any, suggestions for mini horror games,
Maybe
maybe you've seen other horror members.
So
Let us know in the comments, okay? Short games.
There's some ones that are kind of like, this looks silly. Right. Short games that we can beat or win or not too scary.
Within 2 hours.
So not too scary. I don't think we can beat Phasmophobia and stuff like that. No. So thank you, my friends. FUWAMOCO, we have some more busy things that we gotta get to today. So we'll do